G'day everyone. Proud to say Barkarati is brought to you by Radix Nutrition, makers of the most technically comprehensive nutrition products that have ever existed. Unlock your potential with Radix. G'day listeners. Welcome to Barkarati, the Sailing Podcast. My name's Jordan Spencer and it's that time of the week where we get to hang out with some really cool sailors. But of course, I have to share the mic with my two idiot mates. So first off, let's welcome Mr. Brett Perry.
Greetings, Exalted One.
How are you, bud?
Oh, mate, I tell you what, running this boat podcast is it's just incredible sometimes. There's so much going on that we just can't fit it all in.
We cannot.
You could have a separate podcast for each event. You know that?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Like that, it's that time. It's that exact time when it's all kicking off at the moment. So, yeah, there's more events than there are sailors. It seems.
Seems like it, doesn't it? Well, that's why there's things like the double-handed World Championships and the Finns and the, you know.
It's everything, mate. It's everything. I'd love to bring in the other bloke.
He had a voice that could make a wolverine purr.
But he's been doing the Maxi World Champs, and we got some news there on that one. So we tried desperately. We just couldn't put it together. We've tried every trick. At the moment, we think he's in an airport in Italy. So, but it's just, that might be him messaging us now. Yeah.
Imagine that. That'd be good timing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be funny. But yeah, no luck. So you'll just have to put up with us. But to compensate, we've got a great guest for you. If you like the big fellas doing good, you're going to love this guest. If you want to reach out to...
according to you, mate, there's not much space for us left.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. So this is a man who has done 3 Olympics in the laser and the fin class. He's like 8 times Sailor of the Year for his nation. He's very, very much in the spotlight at the moment because he has just won the Fin Gold Cup. We were very happy to have on the show Deniss Karpak. Deniss Karpak, thanks for joining us on Barkarati.
Hello, guys. Thank you for inviting.
I love your accent.
How cool is this, eh?
Yeah, that's cool, mate. First off, I know how much work you must have put into this, but congratulations, Fin World Champion, Fin Gold Cup winner. I know you've been campaigning for a long time. You've had a few years off and come back in fresh and you've smashed it. You must be in a very happy place.
Yeah, guys, it was a long road for me. So when I started sailing fin back in 2009, after switching from laser, so every year, I was pursuing this Gold Cup, and the dream was to put my name on it. With Ben Ashley and with the other top guys out there.
Yep.
So yeah, I finally did it. And yes, my last regatta, actually it was Europeans this year when I also got a bronze medal. But before my last time sailing fin was 4 years ago. It was 2021, the last Olympic year for fin. So I was trying to get to the last Olympics in Tokyo, in Porto. Yeah, there was a Gold Cup, also quite excellent place to sail.
Yeah,
but I didn't. So yeah, then I moved to Garda, to Chisinen, won the King of the Lake, this Fin Cup, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I put the boat there, and I went back home. Spent time with family, with my little daughter. To set up all the things with my sailing school. I'm running a sailing school in Tallinn, International Sailing School, and that's it. But we all.
Wow.
I have been always a warrior, so I can't just stay at home and just watch
it was
others are sailing. Yes, yes.
It was itching. It was itching you. You just had to get back there, right?
Yes. Sometimes think that. Actually, we miss it's not like the battling. It's like a sailing, it's waves, handling, pumping, everything, splashes, everything. Sometimes actually I don't miss an actual battle, but it was nice
Yeah.
when you're strong, when you're fast, yeah, and you just prove to yourself, to the others, you can still going, and you can still win.
Did the fleet sort of like really respond to the fact that you had 4 years off? And the majority of the fleet has been sailing continuously, and you've come back in after 4 years. And I mean, looking at your scorecard, other than one race, you've completely dominated.
You mean this Gold Cup?
Yes.
Yeah, I did 44 in the second race. It was actually light wind conditions, and the fleet is calling me a light wind master. So I'm just I'm quite big guy, I think one of the heaviest in top 20, but still mastering the light winds and the strong winds. But bad start, then I went left, wind went right. That's it, in 1.5 mile upwind. Yes, you're first or 55 in the first mile. That's actually what happened to me. And then
we look at your race card though. We look at your race card, and it's and Jordan and I and Bice also joke about it. It's a coach's dream race card. You were consistent 1-3-4, 1-3-4-2. You were right in there, and you were just consistent, other than the one race, and that to me sounds like a perfect regatta.
Yeah. If you look at this like this, then yes. Also in Naples, in April, the Europeans, I did all the races in top 10. Only guy in the fleet.
Yeah.
So I think 10th was my worst.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is coming only with age. Because when I was young, I was, first 15, first 20, first 25.
Yeah. You got to learn that. You got to make the mistakes to get the experience, don't you?
And then you only understand when I'm almost 40. So if every race is fifth, so you can basically win an event. Fifth is better than first.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end.
Exactly.
Yeah, consistency is the thing.
Yeah.
What we love about the Finn, what we love about the Finn is that it's obviously it's retired from the Olympics, but we still see a passion. We still see, the Gold Cup, for example, and the World Championships attract massive fleets. And one of the things that we always talk about here is it's for normal size humans, because we're all big blokes, and we like the fact that we can all get out there and have a go. And you're a big lad, and you've got out there and won, so it's good for us.
Yes, it's good for us, but it's I think it's a big drama that the Finn is taken out from the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
I actually still don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, after the SAR class, that's the way, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Firstly, they said it's like a gender equity.
Yep.
But gender equity, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. In the Finn class especially, it was heavyweight, one person big, so for the big guys, the real athletes.
You're exactly right.
But maybe one day we'll see it again.
Yeah. We need,
I hope.
if you want to sail, that is the problem. If you want to sail at the Olympics, you have to be, below sort of 80,
midget,
low 80 kilos and below, there's nothing, and the population's getting bigger, so the sailing class is appealing to less and less people, and I do want to see bigger guys in. So for the listeners, if you don't know, Deniss is 2 meters tall, 100 kilos sort of bloke. So as BP said, what we call a normal sized human being.
I'm bigger.
Yeah, you're bigger.
No, I'm 2 meters and 112.
2.1.
No, 112 kilograms.
112.
112 kilos.
Yeah,
112. Yes. So
off air, Deniss, I was talking to Jay about it, and I'm 190 and I'm 98 kilos, and I was thinking, geez, he's fit for 100. He's fit for 2 meters tall, being 100 kilos. But that makes more sense. 112 kilos. There you go.
So,
Yeah, strong wind shape.
Yeah.
so after being out of the boat for 4 years, like you've had, you went to 3 Olympics, in the laser and then the fin multiple times. So you're always sailing full time. And obviously with the fin, it's a very physical boat. Your mast and your sail combination is everything. So if you've been out 4 years, did you gain weight in that 4 years and you had to change masts, or everything was you just got super fit and came straight back in?
Yes, I gained weight. I think I was 128, so 128 kilos back in November.
Right.
So
Monster.
yeah, quite a lot. Then I managed to rip it off, like 15 kilos. No, there was nothing to change because mast and sail are like mostly universal.
Hey, Deniss, could you do an app? Could you create an app to tell me how you lost 15 kilos? Because I'm trying to lose 3 kilos and I can't.
I was practicing this fasting, intermediate.
Yep. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, like 18 hours, no food, and then a little bit of protein, and that's it. 0 alcohol for 7 months.
There's my problem.
Actually, I lost
I'm just having a glass of wine as I speak, so I'm sorry.
Every day. Yeah, so that's the point, because the alcohol, is triggering, so we can't lose any weight. And the first weeks of this fasting were quite hard, but then easy. Last meal at 8 in the evening, and the next one next day 1 p.m., 2 p.m. like this.
Yep.
And,
okay.
So imagine like you dream to get some food, and the thing is, when you are eating only once a day, so you always try to make it like a super quality. So like no junk food, no nothing. So it's gonna be a steak, I don't know, rice or maybe.
So
but now I quit, but I think I'll come back to this. It's nice. And also the opposite thing, you think we need energy, that's why we eat. But when you're out of the food, like for 15 hours or 16 or 17,
your body uses your energy.
You're super like energetic, like like a battery.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. I understand that. Yep. Cool. Good advice for the listeners there.
So let's just, Deniss, for you, like you started early in sailing. You did the whole, as far as I can work out, you sailed opties from 6, then the laser, then.
No, it was only one day.
One day.
Actually, yes. I capsized and I said, no, Daddy, I don't want to hear anything connected to the sailing anymore. So I swam. I played basketball in school, and the next time I tried sailing at 12. Wow. I started at 12. Yeah.
Wow. Because you're
same as me. So I've got possibilities yet.
Yeah. So your dad was a sailor and your mum's a swimmer. Is that right?
Yes. Both a professional.
Yep. And do you think did your dad sort of push you to go sailing, or did mum push you to go swimming?
No, I don't remember any pushes from them.
Okay.
Just they wanted me to do any sport, like a normal parents, Back then, I was not the healthiest boy,
Right.
I have an asthma. I still have it. So that was a problem for me to swim.
Right.
But actually, I got a few medals for the junior swimming. So I can swim and quite fast, but it's not sailing. After the first months of sailing, this asthma symptoms, are almost gone. So my health was recovering, and some miracles were happening with me, with my body. So we decided to stay in sailing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's an interesting one.
Fresh air.
Can I ask? Obviously, you've had your 4 years off because of family and for other commitments. You always had the drive. Was the Gold Cup the goal for the return? I mean, how long was the planning for this? Because, I mean, 4 years out of any fleet is huge, especially when you've got, younger sailors coming through and, and new fleets, new technology. There's obviously always things happening. How did you manage that coming straight in after 4 years out?
Actually, guys, to be like completely honest with you, the things that drove me to come back was my family, because I divorced in March this year. So that was hard for me, because I was doing everything for my family, and then one day, she said, "No, Dennis, I don't love you anymore."
Wow.
And I said, well, "Okay, so what should I do? Okay, I will take my boat back and I will go sailing, because it's the only place."
Not the answer I expected, to be honest, but it's still a driving force. Yep.
Yes. So sailing Finn, it's the place when I'm one-on-one with my feelings with me. So
Perfect.
it's the place where I'm real. No phones, no notifications, nothing. So only me, nature, my Finn, and sailing. So that was, I think, one of the biggest.
It seems to me that it all came together for you. So a bigger congratulations for that.
And then I have ordered a new VB sail, new classic.
Yep.
Just a brand new sail. I just called, Miko. I want to turn back. I want to win a Gold Cup. I think it sounds like a joke, like back then. But then when I asked people, and they said, "Look, Dennis, we have been always believing in you, and that's okay that you won the Gold Cup, because we were waiting for a long time for that. So you will make it."
Okay.
And actually, there was no big developments or changes made in the last 4 years in Finn. Yeah, maybe some few sail models are developed with the new materials. I saw some Olympic sails developments in this field, but it's mostly the same Finn I used to sail for 15 years.
Yeah.
And no matter how good is my physical shape or weight or whatever, my hands always remembers. You can wake me up like in the morning or like after the party or whatever. I can still win the race.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's like the Finn Gold Cup. Winning that trophy is just something very special, because, as you said, the names that are on that trophy are incredible. It's also a beautiful prize, it's when you see it, you've got a little gold cup, but it's in this beautiful presentation case, and you open it up and it's got all the names of the past winners and stuff. When you got that, Dennis, did you get emotional winning the Gold Cup?
Yes, but I think the most emotions were coming when it was the last day of racing.
Yep.
Day number 5, and there was no wind.
Yep.
And postponement notifications were coming.
Yep.
Next notification in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So this 25 minutes of waiting,
yeah,
it was like eternity. So next 25 minutes, and I was thinking, I can be like a world champion just in 25 minutes. Sitting in my car, waiting for that.
25 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was emotional. And then it was like I saw the last stall. In 25 minutes, no more signals, or we go out and try to sail, or nothing will be today.
Ooh.
And I saw this AP flag, and that's it.
Yeah,
I am world champion.
Yeah.
Without racing a race.
Emotional. Yeah. The first who I called was my mother.
Yeah.
And she was always crying for me. Yeah, she was super happy, because the last time when I got a medal, like a huge medal, It was also the Cascais 18 years ago, 2007 Lazy Class Worlds.
Yeah,
I
third.
got the bronze medal then,
Yep.
and she was with us there.
Yep.
Also very happy. I mean, my mother. Yeah.
So
This time only me and my dad.
So for you, my friend, Cascais is a special place, huh?
Yeah, kind of that, place of power, of force.
We
Yeah, cool.
I have to tell you, Deniss,
twice medal.
Yeah.
Yes.
it is very cool. I have to tell you, and it's an ongoing discussion on our show, Deniss. Bice, who's not here, and I have spent a lot of time in Cascais, and there's a chicken restaurant, Frango place called Don Manolo right near Cascais, which is our favourite place. We go there all the time, and we're forever talking it up. And we wonder, we always reckon that the Finn class would be at Don Manolo's, just scoffing down the Frango. Did you find Don Manolo in your travels?
No, guys. After the pre-races in 25 knots, I was, I get the problems getting to my car. So legs were really killed.
Yeah.
And
all right.
what about it was like impossible to go.
Yeah, the stairs.
I understand.
Yeah, Cascais.
What about the fleet? You've won the gold. It's official. Obviously, you've made lots of good friends over the years. So that must have been emotional for you as well. To be recognised by your peers.
Yes. Actually, the fleet is kind of mixed with the Masters fleet and with the youngsters. But this time, top 10 was, almost everyone was like below 40s, almost my age.
Yeah.
Few old guys, few new guys. So, yeah. And everybody were like extremely happy for me. So that was
that's
a
great.
bit of surprise.
So
Because of the 4 years, many of them like maybe forget me.
Yeah. Well, that's my point earlier. You've had 4 years out. You come back in, and all of a sudden you're a dominant force. I mean, you probably the first race they might say, "Oh yeah, he's had a lucky one." Then you had your bad one, and then they probably thought, "Oh well, that's it," But you came back for the rest of the regatta, and just were dominating. And so that must have gained or felt really good for you, number one. But for the rest of your closer competitors and your friends, they must have been super proud of you and very happy.
Yeah, that's true. Especially the top 10 guys, everybody was like coming to me, not like on the prize giving. So they will try to find me on the parking or whatever and hug me and shake my hand and say, "Oh, Deniss,
Perfect.
that's the worst." And yeah.
it's
Good story, man. It's a bloody good story, isn't it, J.A.?
Yeah, it's interesting though, because as you said, that top 10, you're all close. Last year's winner, Oskari Mohonen, the Finnish Finn sailor.
Finn.
Do you have much rivalry with him?
You got it.
Yeah, because you guys are looking at each other across that little stretch of water. Like Estonia and Finland look at each other. Do you train together, or who were you training with to build it up for the Worlds? Just by yourself?
Good question, because a lot of people were asking me about this, but I was always trained alone.
Yeah, right.
Since my leisure sailing, because during the training session I got like too emotional.
Yeah.
Because I need always to win races and training races. So I spent a lot of energy, so I can't. I just know how fast the boat should go, so I train the speed.
Yeah.
So when I sail Finn, I have a Velocitec, this speed puck on my, so I need to go like 6 knots upwind. That's good in hiking conditions, and just to train the maneuvers and technical elements. So I don't need the second boat.
Yep.
To do that.
Wow.
I love
this story.
About Oskari? Yeah, what about Oskari? He was sailing 49er for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the Olympics.
Yeah.
With the Finns sailing.
Yep.
At the same time.
Yeah. Okay. And so from your perspective, like you did the laser, went to the Olympics with the laser, then you're the Finn. What about other classes? Are you sailing, obviously you've got your sailing school, and I think there's a Finn camp coming up that you're conducting in Lake Garda, I think, from memory. like, are you just doing that sort of stuff, or are you going out and racing on other boats as well?
No, I have no time. A lot of invitations to the big boats. I really like the big boat sailing. No. When the team is consisting of the professionals like I am, that's good. But when there is like only two good guys and the rest are not, and then you will lose.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame myself.
Yep.
That.
Yeah.
No. Sometimes I sell this RS21 G70
Yes.
at home. Yeah.
Yep.
So just small boats.
You'd sail that
cool.
with two.
RS Quest. Yeah.
You'd sail that with two tiny human beings, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be able to sail with the other people on the boat. Would have to be small, wouldn't they?
It depends.
Yeah. Love it. So if you now that you've sort of won the Gold Cup, are you going to continue with the Finn again, or are you going to start? Is it all about the school and training and doing that?
I will continue. I will try to continue as much as I can. So as you said, my next stop is my Finn camp in Valcesine at the Lake Garda.
Yeah.
In 10 days.
10 days.
So I will. It's.
Why did you choose Lake Garda? I mean, it's a horrible place, Deniss.
Why?
He's joking.
That's Australian humour, mate.
Yeah. I think it's one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree with you. And it's
and I can't judge because I have been a lot of and seen a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
So, hey, actually, before we go too far away from the Gold Cup, just sailing out of Cascais, one of the things about Cascais is you often get quite a bit of wind, and it can change. There's wind lines out there all over the place, but it also gets a lot of swell. And if you're sailing on Garda or in sort of protected bays, how did you go with the swell? Do you like the big waves?
That's another good question. So yes, Garda is perfect to play with some technical parts and to gain more speed, when you sail.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
It's like a treadmill so you have it at home, so you can put the speed and whatever, and you train. And Cascais, it's more fighting with the natures, of course, so it's different. And if you like waves like I do, so if there was like any chance of surfing, I will always use it. So yes, I like the big waves. Sometimes too big, not because I have no practice it. Like in Porto, we had 5 meters swell against the downwind. So you sail downwind against the big 5 meters waves.
Wow,
that's the thing. You can train nowhere.
Yeah,
and that's hard.
Yeah,
but this time Cascais was nice.
The whole fleet's dealing with it. The whole fleet's dealing with it. So
but sometimes the Australians or like New Zealand guys, they train more in this.
Yeah, it's true.
And also the big difference is the salty water.
Normal for us,
salty
Deniss,
water.
Mate. It's just normal for us, mate.
Yeah.
So if you're going to stick with the Finn, have you thought about coming to Australia for the championship, the Gold Cup and the Masters and all that in February next year? Is that on the agenda?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a little bit upset because I will hold the cup only for half a year, even less.
Yeah.
And maybe I will not. I will not gonna make it because it's the budget.
It's a lot.
Budget.
Well, Jordan's got a spare room for you, so accommodation's sorted.
In Brisbane?
No, I'm an hour away. He's being a bit cheeky. I'm an hour, just over an hour's drive from the event, but it's at Royal Queensland, which is a fantastic club. There's a lot of facilities there.
Yeah, I know. I sailed only in all the major clubs in Australia.
Yeah, of course.
When I sailed later, sailed Melbourne, sailed Sydney, Terrigal. I can't remember all the places we sailed it. Yeah, I know. Like Rob McMillan, Rafa Trujillo, they all inviting me.
Yeah.
to fight
Yeah, well,
for the title.
Rob would look after you. Rob would look after you, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he always, Deniss, today is windy. I will get you there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
he's super
I think you
fast.
should
He's
try your
nice.
hardest to get here, mate. Come on.
In his age, he's a legend.
He's pretty good, isn't
Yes.
he? Yeah, exactly right. Because
Yes.
I think he was quite unhealthy for a while, and the Finn, it's like the Finn brought him
He
back.
got a top 10 finish, didn't he, in the
Yeah,
NJ?
Yeah, he was doing well. He sailed
Yep.
real well. Yeah, and the
He
Finn,
lost weight. He like super like fit.
Oh, so what? He stopped drinking wine on a Saturday afternoon.
Okay, so if obviously, if you can make it to those worlds, that'd be fantastic, because obviously Australia in February, it's going to be a little bit hot, but you'll be just sailing in your shorts and t-shirt. It's very warm. The water will be very warm. But yeah, as you know, because you've spent plenty of time down here, if you could have a choice of places to sail, what are your favourite places to go sailing?
I really liked Brazil.
Oh yeah,
And not the Rio. I can't remember. It was Lazy Worlds back in 2006. I can't remember that. And I think there, at exactly the same place, going to be some worlds or combined worlds in a few years in Brazil. It was super beautiful. Everything was in one hotel, one big hotel, like 5-star hotel with the built-in sailing club. So like all the fleet was living in one hotel, everything here. So we just go 20 minutes of reaching, and that's the training and racing area. 25 knots,
a party in
25
each room
degrees.
each night.
Yeah, every day the same thing, same direction, 25 knots, 25 degrees of air, 25 degrees water, and that's it. 12 races or 10 races. It was hard, but it was super nice. But like my number one place is Lake Garda. It's always beautiful, super nice. Italian food, nothing can beat that.
Yeah. Fortaleza, was it?
Yes. Fortaleza, yes.
That's it.
I just forget the name. Yes.
No, I thought I'd mention
it's a different Brazil. It's like a premium.
Yeah.
With clean water.
Yeah, it's a dream. Yeah, very cool. So one of the things that's really evident when if we sort of look at your daughter, I reckon she might be the proudest person out of all this, mate. She was with you in every photo since you've won. She obviously was very happy for you, mate.
Yes, she's only 5 years old.
Yeah.
So she don't completely understand everything. So actually, she was the second person I called on the FaceTime video.
Yeah.
Yes. And I said, Adeline is her name.
Yes.
Adeline, you can congratulate your daddy. And she asked me, for what? What happened? I said, your daddy is a world champion. Oh, daddy, good luck. Thank you. Congratulations. But when are you coming back, daddy?
Yeah.
Immediately asked, soon, just 1 week.
When you're coming home.
Yes.
I love it.
And now,
they're amazing humans, aren't they?
Yes. Super clean, nothing bad in their minds.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm guessing, in Estonia, you're let's be honest, you're the standout sailor in Estonia. Like you're 8-time Estonian Sailor of the Year, or is it more now?
8 times, yeah.
Yeah. So
and the last title was back in 2012.
Yep.
Then I don't know.
So that was 8.
Then I didn't make.
Yeah. Time for another one, I'd say. So what does your future look like? Is it for you? Is it just family, Finn, and sailing camps and sailing training?
I will say my daughter, my sailing school, and if there will be some time for the Finn, so yes.
Yeah.
I'm really happy and always ready to be back in the fin
Has
boat.
your daughter expressed an interest in sailing?
She tried sailing fin back in November last year. So I was we were sitting both together in one boat, and she's here. When the boom is coming close to her head, she's like automatically go down. I never teach that, so it's already in DNA.
That's the first sign. Yeah, good. That's good. I have two daughters as well, Deniss, and it's one of those things. You don't want to push them too hard. You want to make sure they enjoy themselves. You want to make sure they have a good experience, and whether or not they, take it on as a passion or as a competition, you just got to let them take their own path. But to have a dad who's a world champion, that must be something to aspire to. So I look forward to hearing more about that.
Now it's not connected like in any way because I am world champion, for you, so you can understand. But my ex-wife, she didn't, for example, and there is a lot of people who don't understand. Sports, is like a buying
doesn't matter.
candies in the shop. Yeah, you can do it or you can't do it. But for those who understand, it's huge.
Yeah. Oh, it's massive.
Massive. It's a history. It's history made. And
well, Deniss, you're on.
That
you're on
can be taken from me.
You're on bar karate, so that's a sure sign that that something has come from it, because we always want to praise the best, and there you go. So we do congratulate you 100% for your win, and we're super proud of you.
Thank you, guys.
That's all right. All right, mate. I reckon we might call it there, buddy. We if you do come down to Australia, let us know, because we'll make sure that you're looked after. I'm sure plenty of other people will do that. If you do come down for the Worlds, do that. But apart from that, best of luck, mate. And it's just truly amazing. Like winning a Finn Gold Cup, so few people get to do that, and it's just so hard to win. And I'm so jealous of you, mate. I'm very, very, very
Thank you,
jealous.
guys. It's honey.
We hope you're sitting there.
It's honey for you.
We hope you're sitting there reliving the win. We hope you're sitting there going, you know what? Yep, I deserve this, and because we know how hard it is. We all do our sailing, and we all do a different sort of different fleets, but the Gold Cup in particular is a big one. So again, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Just a good vibe story, isn't it? Having 4 years off is one thing, coming back and then doing that. But seems to be a well-liked competitor, and everyone was super happy for him, us included. The Gold Cup is a big thing to win. If you're in that fleet, you'd be aiming for that, wouldn't you? Now it's just the pinnacle, isn't it? And the names you're sailing against.
Yeah, he did good, didn't he? Like and so happy. Yeah, like you can see, he's been through some stuff in that last few years. Obviously, but the love of his daughter and the joy he had from winning, and you could see there's some great photos from the Finn finish where you can see the boys sort of smiling and like they're all together, and I think half of them got their eyes on the Gold Cup, though, I'll be honest, but the other half are smiling at Deniss, and so it is pretty cool.
They're going, the bastard, that should be me.
Yeah, kind of.
But it's one of those fleets, though, Jay, that when something leaves the Olympics, it generally sort of has a little bit of a run, and then it does drop off. But this, it's so good that the Finn fleet has kept the momentum of everything, and they still have something to strive for. So it's great.
Yeah, and he had to lose the weight, and he talked about some of his technique. He didn't mention...
Well, we talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah,
I asked for some advice.
He didn't mention his time with Radix Nutrition, though, and all the work that you can utilise with that. So if you're trying to drop a bit of weight as well and end up, keep the good nutrition on board, then Radix Nutrition is the pathway. So if you're looking for a healthier breakfast or lunch or dinner, it starts with Radix Nutrition. Up to 159 health benefits, all natural ingredients, high in protein, and that's exactly what you want going into a sporting event. So if you do want to have that, jump on board to Radix Nutrition. Just search the website, and then use Bar Karate as the discount code and get a discount on us. There's plenty going on, BP.
Oh, mate, as I said at the intro, it's there's so much going on. It's almost hard to report it all, isn't it?
Yeah, well, when we started recording this episode, it was all sort of to come to fruition. Now we're putting the tail on it because we were trying to get Bice in. But yeah, so much of it's actually happened now. The first one, of course, is the OK World start this week on Lake Garda. So for those who are into dinghy
started
racing,
yesterday. Yes.
Yep. But the actual racing starts tomorrow. I think there's all measurement and stuff at the moment. So 215 boats they got to measure and all that stuff. And on Lake Garda, which is a bit of a one-way track, to be honest, it is going to be pretty crazy. But it's just been, Garda, it's been the busiest piece of water in the world, I reckon. It is just insane how many
the restaurateurs will be loving it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's found its niche, that's for sure, and everyone loves going there. So, and the OK.
Big shout out to the guys from Australia that have gone over. A lot of them based at the Mighty Palace. So where I go, as my little sailing club there.
Is it like 14 or 15?
I think 10 or 11 people.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
I think there's about 10 or 15 people gone over.
Yeah, cool.
So it's it's a really, really cool.
Yeah, very cool. Well, best of luck to everyone competing. Great boat. Sort of what Deniss described it as a fin on top and a star down below.
Yeah, it's a good one, eh?
A baby fin and then a star. Yeah. So anyway, good strong lads giving it a run. So that'll be an interesting one to watch how that plays out. We were going to say, SailGP's on this weekend, obviously in France, but geez, some stuff's happened over there. Obviously,
when is it not happening in SailGP?
Oh man, well they're gun shy because the weather forecast sort of scared them away, and they shut everything down super quick. Last night, I was getting all the messages to start packing up, and because I'm on the WhatsApp pages, and so I was going, oh, this is weird, because I wasn't there, you go. I jumped onto Saint-Tropez weather, and it says severe thunderstorm warning. It's likely to cause severe damage locally. Lives and goods may be at risk. So, SailGP elected to just shut it down. They had the practice Friday, which is they actually do serious races. They're formal races in case something goes wrong. So it gives them an extra day. And so they do have a result for Saint-Tropez. And so congratulations to Emirates GBR. So this is not hot time. At the moment we were talking about racing that's going to be on, but yeah, so we know that the GBR team has taken the win in France with all that weather stoppage. So they had a 2, 4, 6 and a 1. Congratulations to that team.
So they're pulling that into the results, are they? Is that what that's the plan?
That's it. It's done. And they've had a presentation. I was getting photos and messages to go and help set up presentation. So,
you just put the energy into it. You just thought about it for a bit.
Yeah. Just said, good luck. I hope everyone's safe. And they've had a couple of storms that have caused some damage and caused safety. So they're absolutely gun shy, and they weren't going to risk it, which is great. I think that's absolutely the right call. And so it's off to Switzerland. We only have to wait a week. So if we want to talk about upcoming,
a lake there, that'll be fun. That can produce some conditions too.
Yeah. So 20th to 22nd September, if you're anywhere near Switzerland, in Geneva. Then rush on down and watch some of the great SailGP racing. So that'll be cool. And then to Spain after that in sort of early October. So yeah, plenty of SailGP action still to come. In the US, we've got a lot going on, but an upcoming event starting this week is the 6-meter World Championships taking place at Siwanahaka in the United States of America. Yes, that's correct.
Siwanka.
Well, yeah. It's the Corinthian Yacht Club there in Oyster Bay, New York.
Another class that just, like this, they cruise along and they seem to look after themselves. So great to see they've got their events going. So it's going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So they're the upcoming events. If we go on to Jack Lloyd Listener of the Week, presented by our friends at Vycobia, we've got some fantastic gear, including our sun tops. Jump on there, just go onto Vycobia and look up the sun tops. We get the hooded sun top to wear and be one of the cool kids. You can participate. So we're on to Listener of the Month. We've got to award that this month, BP.
Are we awarding that this month, are we?
This week. Thank you.
This week?
Yeah, you've jumped on me, got me a beauty. So Listener of the Week is the month decided this week. So we've got one email that I want to share this week, and then there's really one that's probably the best for its main competition. So we'll talk about the email we got this week. It's a regular contributor from Stringer, Ian Taylor. So I'm going to be completely unbiased here. Obviously, Strings is a good mate of mine. He said, well done for getting Tom to the BK mic to share his story. He's super passionate about pursuing the sport any which way he can and sharing his journey via his YouTube channel. He's also certainly proving you do not need a brand new boat with mega bucks to have fun times on the water. Stringers is a bit of a master of that as well. He doesn't mind getting out with the old boats and having a laugh. Also have to mention that Tom is quite handy on the front of a fiver, having crewed for him over the past few years at Melbourne Regattas. At 6'5" height, 120
that
kilos.
only makes the relationship stronger, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, well, Stringer's gone. So Jordan, you'll have to like him even more now. But changing topic, here we go. This is an interesting one, BP. It would be great to highlight on your show the environmental water quality problem occurring within Australia at the moment. Adelaide has an algal bloom contaminating the South Australian coastline. The resulting deaths of marine life and water toxicity is appalling. The cause is still unknown, as is finding a permanent solution. It's not just South Australia. Some Australian inland lakes are suffering from blue-green algae contamination. Generally, the cause of blue-green algae is due to a combination of low rainfall, sunny days, low water levels, and stagnant water. The effect is that recreational use on some inland lakes is now being withdrawn due to the toxicity, with sailing regattas also affected as a result. Inland lakes are the livelihood of the inland country sailing community. Without easily accessible waterways, the inland sailors may not sail unless they want to travel many hours to the coast. Currently in Victoria, Lake Epilock, Lake Hume and Lake Boga all have blue-green algae alerts. Each of these lakes have Sailing Club, which hosts an annual sailing regatta during the sailing season. There are other alerts for inland lakes in New South Wales, and he's pulled up the alerts for us. What's your thoughts on that, BP?
Well, I mean, I guess in essence, there's an element of a natural phenomenon where the weather conditions are right, the tidal conditions are right, inland wise. Well, I don't know. Look, a lot of this stuff can be put down to what we use on the farmlands, and if you think about South Australia, where the Murray comes out, that can carry a lot of this sort of stuff. But I don't really know enough about it scientific wise, but it's pretty scary considering we're going into summer in Australia, and as you know, the Adelaide coast, especially in the Gulf, there can become quite still and quite warm.
Yeah, it gets shallow at the top. Yep.
Having a bloom in this time of the year is particularly scary, considering what it's been doing, and it's been going on now in South Australia for the best part of this year, and there's nothing that can be done about it at this stage. So.
Okay, well, let me throw another dimension in here, and this would have been good to have Bicey as part of this. So Grant Rollerson, who's one of the principal people behind the 18-foot skiff world, and I would get a message a day from Rollo, long-time mate, known him for a long time. He has said Port Lincoln Sharpie Nationals in danger due to the bloom. Whoa. That would be
gotten that far.
Yeah. So Stringers is warning us. No one knows what it is. I always thought, and this is just moron saying these things. I always thought it was because like the still water and warm water, but then also fertilizer. Some of the fertilizers from causing the issue. So the fertilizers get washed into the water and it has a reaction. And my cousin probably knows more about this. I think he designs fertilizers and non-toxic fertilizers. So I should ask him.
Well, and usually with a lot of rains, the Murray River in particular. I remember many years ago, we couldn't even put boats in the water. You could almost walk across the river with a constant 3 knots of this red algal bloom. Right. And it was like solid, thick algae. It was disgusting. But it just came and then went.
Yeah, I remember it when I was a kid in Western Australia, sailing down through Mandurah, sort of down around that way. There was some stuff in the rivers. But anyway, so it could have an effect. So if you're non-Australian thinking about, oh, well, who cares? Well, it could happen in your stretch of the world. But, it's an issue. If anyone has any expertise and wants to share it, please reach out. We'd love to know more and see if we can spread the message. So if there's a way that we can help in any way, yes, we'd be very interested. So back to our show, BP. That's email from Stringers. So for the listener of the month, our other contender is Ian Turnbull, whose nickname is Bov, by the way, B-O-V. On you, Turnbull. See, I've got some sources here. Bov.
Bovo.
Bovo. I've got some sources, but his was the email with Dubin's first million, with the hypercolour shirts and stuff. So
tie-dye T-shirts.
Yeah. So it's who do you reckon, Stringers or Bov? We'll go nicknames for deciding.
I like the Bovo one because it's a cool story to think that you can go from tie-dye T-shirts to probably one of the most biggest power players in our industry. So I'll give that one. I think that's a cool one.
Beautiful. All right, so decision made. Bov gets the win, but Stringer's probably coming through with one of the most important emails. Cool. Ole, 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 ole.
It's hot time
without Bice.
Again.
It's sad. The show's better with the three of us, I must admit. But we do have to celebrate, Mr. Bice, BP.
Well, we have to celebrate. We have to just chuckle along to keep the vibe of the show on the roll, as they say in the classics.
But why do we have to celebrate Mr. Bice?
Well, because he's just won the World Championships. I mean, he's just a beauty. So we're going to give him some time. We're going to give him some time to reflect on the fact that he's a world champion, but I'll tell you what, it's getting hard to fit him into a room. He's got that ego going.
Harsh. Yeah. So Maxi Worlds have been on and raced and just finished. Results are out. So we're looking at Maxi 1 World Championship provisional overall. In first place from the USA, Galatea, handling with Mr. Nick Bice, bringing the reverse curse. I didn't know. I thought we missed out in our sailing the reverse curse because we gave all the good luck away. But he's obviously.
I think there's an appendix.
I think he's stolen it.
An addendum.
I think he's stolen
an addendum. There's an addendum.
No, he's stolen it, BP.
Has he? He's grabbed one out of the packet.
Yeah, he took
it out of the packet.
He took it from one of the other teams. Yep, and I'll share it with you in a minute. But it was a tie. It was really tight at the top. So the Leopard 3 was tied with them on 18 points.
Wow.
And then Bullet finished in third on 19 points. And then the V was in fourth, the Wally Centro. So Wally Centro, there's a lot of Wallies in there, but on 22, and then it was a bit of a gap. But Mr. Nick Bice, out of the Yacht Club Costa Smeralda, would have had to do up his shirt, pull up his pants for presentation, but that's fantastic result.
Well, no, he travels with his whites, so he'd be right.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, I think you're right, BP. Are we going to be able to get him on the show now? Like, will he be demanding appearance money?
I think so. I mean, as I said, it's hard to pin him down, and sailing's getting in the way of this podcast. It's clear.
Yeah.
We're going to have to try and either, I don't know, how do we stop him from doing these world class regattas where he seems to have not much fun?
Well, it's his job, so we'll leave him in peace. But there are plenty of world champs that have just been decided. Star World Champs BP in Split in Croatia. Yeah. Congratulations to Paul Kayard and Frioff Clean, the German pairing that have been together and won world champs before. They take it out. Fleet 101 boat in the Stars. So they haven't gone away, have they?
Mate, another class that after the Olympics has just hung in there. I guess with those boats, the people that sail them say they're an absolute pleasure to sail. I don't know about the crew. I think the crew have a bit to say about how much fun they are to sail, but they seem to come back.
Yeah, crazy looking boats. But anyway, they've been going for quite a while. But yeah, congratulations to that pairing. That's an amazing achievement. Speaking of amazing achievements, IQ under 23 world champs BP. Did you manage to catch any of this?
I didn't see any of it. I have seen the results, and I've got to say how cool. But this class, I love this class. What it's doing.
Yeah. So what happens is, if you're first, you get to go right through to the final. You got to win 2 races. So if you're first, you come into the final with 1 race already won. So in your scorecard, if you're second, you go straight to the final. You've sort of got half a race, and that just helps, I guess, in a tie break. But they have a final, and then if somebody else wins the race, then they've got they have to go to what they call a super final, which is basically whoever wins. So, and in both the men's and the women's in the under 23, that exact result happened. So, the winner in the end in the super final was Stella Bilger from the New Zealand team and Amy Bright, both Kiwis, and then Mina Malbeck from Norway. So it was 2 Kiwis and 2 Norwegians with the win. And then, of course, where our total bias is going to show, in the men's. It was really cool. You haven't seen any of this, have you, BP?
No, I have not.
Gray really stuffed up in the first race. He sort of underlaid a ley line at the top mark. Didn't get the world's greatest start, but geez, he's fast. Upwind, he is so fast. He has an advantage. He can definitely go uphill. He's got better VMG than anyone. But then he sort of stuffed up his ley line. So I think he ended up coming 4th in the final. So they went to the super final, and he just nailed it. Like, he came off the start at the pin, nailed it, sort of climbed up, cut everyone off, took off downwind, and he was gapping out on a lead, and then he was reaching in, and he sort of half touched down, and it looked so much like he was about to catapult over the front of the board, and then he recovered and then just sailed away and won very, very convincingly from Nacho Baltazar from Spain, and then 2 Italians, Tomasini and Poloni. So it was pretty cool. Under 23 world champion, silver medal at the Olympics. Australia's going well in these things.
Fire.
Yeah. And New Zealand, so Southern Hemisphere doing really, really well, which is very cool. What do you? We're pretty happy, aren't we? We're a little bit biased.
Oh, stoked. Considering we sort of, had Gray on very, very much so in the beginning when he was, relatively unknown. Even for us in general, the whole fleet was unknown because it was a brand new fleet.
Oh, Gray was saying,
he's a good chat.
Yeah, why do you want to talk to me? I'm nobody.
Because we knew Gray.
Yeah.
What's that?
You picked it, BP.
I knew this was going to happen, so he's all good. So we should get him on soon. Try and get him next week or week after.
Follow up. J24 Worlds, I think they're pretty much done. In that case, if it is, they're into race 9 as we speak. It looks like Chilean Dixon, the Irish sailor, and his team on head case have got the win there. Very consistent scorecard. So they're pretty safe. There is a little bit of push and barge into second place. There is a little bit of threat, but yeah, that's about it. So Bangor Packet in second place. Tony Parker, the USA team, is racing. So that is in Plymouth. They're racing that one. what other worlds are there? There's so many bloody worlds. Oh, the double-handed
We've got
worlds.
the double-handed offshore.
Yeah. You got any goss on that?
Double-handed offshore worlds. September 22nd, October 1st in Cows. Double-handed world champions. Obviously racing on the Genoa 30s, the OD 30s. Actually had a chat during the week to a fellow bar karate, young Jesse Fielding. From the States, who's making an appearance, and so that's going to be fun to watch. Probably worth chatting to that one because that's always a cool event, and it seems to be the double-handed sort of fleet sort of came in a scurry and went nuts, and then obviously they didn't get into the Olympics, but it's another fleet that's settling down into something pretty cool. Obviously, I have vested interest in the fleet, but the point is that more and more people are still doing it. It's still popular, and it's the 30-foot range seems to be the preferred size, and it's exciting. So we've got another one coming up in the next month or so, or next few weeks. Yeah,
no worries. There was the ORC double-handers, I think, as well. A whole bunch of that going on. And then the Switch class, their global championships. So they're not a world-recognised class yet, but they're growing super quick. And they're racing right now, 7 races in. A couple of Italians at the top of the scoreboard there, then a German. But they are racing if you want to try and check that out. That is pretty cool. The other one that is pretty cool, and this is where I think the theft of the reverse curse has occurred, is the New York Yacht Club Invitational Cup. Have you been watching?
Oh, I see. You reckon that's happened?
Yeah. It's clearly happened. He's stolen from the boys. They're such good-natured guys that I think that he had a steal. Did you watch any of this, BP?
Negative.
So what's happened? It's done and dusted. Congratulations to San Diego Yacht Club. But the last race was just crazy. So our friends from Royal Prince Alfred went hard right, or out to the right with a group of about 4 or 5 boats. And there was a little bit of tide outflow that helped them upwind, and they were right up the top of the tree. I overcooked it a bit downhill. I was watching them. They were probably sailing too hot an angles for my liking, and they made a couple of tiny little mistakes. So they ended up dropping back to 7th, but that was still one of their best results. I think their other best was a 6th. But the San Diego Yacht Club had a shocker. They were out left off the start, and it was pretty, like at the top mark going down the run, there were 3 boats all tied basically on 71 points, like on the ongoing scores. Like it was so close. But the San Diego Yacht Club came through, and they were back in 16th, and they worked their way up to 8th and ended up winning by 5 points. So congratulations to the guys and girls from San Diego Yacht Club, Royal Hong Kong Yacht Club, and then Royal Vancouver.
In second, Yep.
And then Royal Vancouver Yacht Club. It did make me think of one thing, my friend. When we do start the Bar Karate Yacht Club, which is the obvious thing for us to do, and I don't know why we haven't discussed it.
It is obvious. It's definitely obvious.
It's going to be the Royal Bar Karate Yacht Club from day one, so we can get invited to all the cool events. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea. Obviously, the rule of no hats in the bar is going to be an issue, but we'll be able to get over that because at Royal Clubs, you can't wear your hat inside the bar.
Well, we're not going to be officially a Royal Club. We're just going to call ourselves a Royal Club, so the hat's no problem. Rule changed, fixed.
Oh, okay. We're just a pretend Royal. So we can call ourselves the pretend Royal Bar Karate Yacht Club.
Just call ourselves the Royal Bar Karate Yacht Club. Let's just go with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess worth mentioning, the boys from RPO finished 14th overall by the looks of it. So huge effort, just to get there. So, but I think that they would have taken a lot out of it, and I dare say they'll push again in the future.
Yeah, look, I agree, BP. It's one event I'd like to do, and that's one of the reasons for setting up the yacht club, Royal Bar Karate Yacht Club. So we can do an event like that. I think that it's pretty cool. And if we make it a global yacht club where members can just join, then we can pretty much select teams from around the world and do all sorts of different events. So that'll be cool. So
we can kind of do what we want. We can sort of manage the market a bit. I've got a little bit of an introduction to have with Barcaratians in a couple of weeks' time. So we'll keep this in mind. This is an interesting topic, the Royal Barcarati Yacht Club, which could sort of lead its way to the Royal Barcarati event.
Okay.
So
cool.
See how that goes.
All right.
Good ideas, men.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. The other one, of course, Ocean Race Europe ongoing. Last leg. Jeez. It's
unbelievable, wasn't it? Some of the footage coming off of that was insane.
Yeah, but they're still going. Like, they're creeping up. I mean, it's the exact opposite of what they want right now. It's straight upwind, light wind, next to nothing, slopping around. It's going to be a long wait till they get to Bocca Bay. So they're just creeping around the bottom of the foot of Italy, heading up the east coast now. At the moment, leading is Biotherm.
In the dead of summer, I might add.
Yeah. It's going to be. It's just no fun at all. Team Wholesome next. Melitza looks like it's right there as well, and then Paprec Archaea. Nerd. Wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be on those boats right about now, but that's what's going on. Anything else you got, my friend?
No, I'm happy with that. I think there's so much going on, trying to bounce around and trying to find it all. But I think with those ones there, we've given it a fairly good overview.
There is one other event that we do have to talk about. Remember when we had the Hobie team on and we were talking about all the different stuff that's happening in Western Australia, and Paddy mentioned about the Hobie Wave Grand Prix.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they had it over last week. They had the Wave Grand Prix, Jarvis Bay, and it was super cool. Like they had a lot of races. I think they got 8 boats together and had lots of different fleets. So quite a few people turned up, and from what it went really good. And the exciting thing is that friend of the show, Rod Waterhouse, sailed as crew for his grandson.
Okay.
Yeah. And they ended up winning. So it had a great old battle. And they ended up winning, so that was super cool. But they had this battle in the Hobie 18s, tried to set it up like a Sail GP event, reaching starts and doing all that sort of stuff. And they got a bit of wind, they got plenty, so it seemed to go quite well. So I just wanted to mention all that and the work that Paddy did, and remind people that if you are looking to go be a cat whacker, Western Australia is the spot, because there's so much going on over in Western Australia this year, and lots of love to all the competitors, particularly the Hobie competitors, and all the different, we got the F18s over there. There's a heap happening, so we will focus back in on that. And that, I think, is us, cool, my friend.
I think it is. So well done to everyone competing, and as I touched on a second ago, if there is anything you want us to talk about, give us a yell. cheers@barcarati.com.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for listening, everyone. Exactly as BP said, thanks to our friends at Vycobi for providing our listener of the month. So, Bob, congratulations. Jump onto Radix Nutrition if you want to get some fantastic nutritional food, and use Barcarati as your discount code. Have a great week. EP just smashing it out on guitar, and cannot wait to hear from Bice, where he tells us about how good he is pulling roped.
Well, that's going to be a good story. See you later.
Cheers, everyone.
Like a bit of slide on a Sunday.